Hi. We're gonna do a reading. Can I put you right here? Let's see. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna do a reading, and if you think this is for you, it's for you. And then if you're like, I don't know, but there's just something about you, there's just something, I feel like you do have a message for me, then you can just book a reading. That's also a possibility, and I'm gonna put all that information in the description. So I don't know, there is something like in the air, things are changing in like a really nice way. I love, right now it's the end of summer. This could be just whenever you feel drawn to it though. And it's just, I love the end of summer, and it's not fall yet. It's almost like the potential for change. And right before things change, you can see them as they really are. I love that. Yeah, a savoring. There's some word for it that I don't know, where it's when you look at everything almost for the last time, and you're like, yeah, this was great. This was who I was here. This is who I am, and I still get to exist. It's like you realize summer is ending, but you're like, but it's not over yet. So, all right, we've got 3 cards here. This is the Memento Mori deck. I just found this randomly. I have a really good friend, and one of her signs is a blue butterfly, and I sometimes like to take the signs of my my friends. I find that they wind up being important for me too. So I felt really drawn to this deck because she has helped me to see, and it's on this like pile of bones. She's really helped me to see everything in a different light. So either that means, so the reason I'm telling you this story, I think, is because either there are new people coming in, or perhaps you are reflecting on a partner or a friend or someone who really made this chapter in your life meaningful and special, and you're like, oh, I'm getting a little, I'm like, oh, it's like you're just kind of looking at them and you're like, I'm so glad we did this together. Like, yeah, this is who I was here, and this is what was going on with me, but like they were there with me too. Oh, that's so nice. Yeah, this is a all of the cards in this they're all like skeletons. I think you're looking, you're because we're impermanent here, and you're looking at yourself as you are now. It's almost like you know that who you are about to become, who you will be when you're old, is going to look back on who you are now, as young as you are, whatever age that you are now, and be like, oh, I remember her. And you'll feel like it was you, but like you'll almost be able to see yourself as your own spirit guide. I'm seeing a plane flying overhead here, and it's a little bit like you're looking out the window. You're looking at this mirror, but a mirror is kind of a window through time. You're looking back on this time, on this self, the future, past. Oh, it's such a nostalgia. It's like I can't remember the name of it. I'm going to have to try to look it up. But even that, like, you might not even need to know all of the vocabulary. You might not need to know the words to describe what it is that you're going through. If I can find it, I'll put it in the description. But if I can't, that's also okay. And also, don't feel like you have to put into words what it is that you're feeling. Just enjoy it. Just be like, this is it. This is the time that I was this person. This is when I was in this place. This is me right now, before everything changes. And I think the way that it's about to change is like, you're gonna be like, oh, that's who I was right before it all happened. Like right before everything completely changed, like a major life change, where you are just unable to, like a major milestone, one of the big ones. My cat's running she's running all over the place. She's like, gets all this energy. So I think it's going to pick up and take off. And when the actual change happens, you might not actually even have enough time to have a nostalgic moment. And so that's why the nostalgic moment is being given to you now, to be like, to appreciate this place and appreciate the way things are. Yeah, more planes overhead. And I love the sound of these aren't crickets, what are they, cicadas? You know, the chirp, 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 chirp. That's such a, I feel like I can hear it at the beginning of summer too, but it has a totally different vibe at the beginning of summer than it does toward the end. And I also always think of The Great Gatsby. The Great Gatsby ends at the end of summer, right before fall, right before the turn. Oh, you contain multitudes. This is, I think these are lotus. What's really interesting about the lotus pods, I actually hadn't seen a living lotus for a while. I was always seeing these pods everywhere. They look a little scary. They look skeletal. Oh, there's even a death moth in the middle here of this. And there is not a clock, but for some reason I'm seeing this as a clock. I don't know why. And I think it's because it's just the life cycle. So like you contain multitudes. You contain everyone that you've ever been and everywhere that you've ever been. We have more planes. Do you hear it? Yeah. That one's right overhead. And it looks so cool. It's going like right into the sunset. Oh, you can't see we're just on my phone. This is not a fancy camera that can capture it, but like, there's even something about that. Like, don't try to capture the moment. Just look at everything as it is. Don't worry about documenting it. You're going to remember it in the way that it's supposed to be remembered. Anyway, so you contain multitudes. You are this living clock. You contain everybody that you've ever been, and you actually contain all of the kinetic energy to become everyone you're about to be. And you're going to be a number of different people. And you're going to look back on not just this time in your life, but all of the other previous times in your life and be like, who was that person? That person was so different and so precious, and trying to look at them in a graceful way. I don't get the impression that you have so many regrets that you're like, oh, I should have done this or I should have done that. I think this is a really beautiful, graceful moment where you're able to appreciate that you did everything in exactly the way it was. There's even, the only thing I can feel is a potential frustration that you almost feel a little set up by the universe, because you're like, this was the way that it was going to be. Like, there wasn't I couldn't have done anything any differently. And that can be a little bit frustrating too, even though it makes you feel held in the moment and held in the hand of God. But it can still be like, dang, it was always going to go this way, wasn't it? Like, oof. And it's worth it. And you're like, oh, I see why it all had to happen and everything, but it can still like smart a little bit. Yeah. I'm also seeing this, flower, these little tendrils coming up here, as almost like smoke that's coming out of a burning heart, of a really passionate person, almost like someone who has burned themselves up. I do get a little distracted by the planes, so I'm gonna give it a second, but yeah, it's like this, and the fact that the lotus, this isn't a full lotus, this is a lotus pod in the middle. It's not the full, like with the full flowers. So this is like an end of a cycle, the end of who you were. You're burning away this old version of yourself. You might feel this is like a phoenix knowing that they're molting and they're like, I'm about to burst into, or you might have just burst into flames. You might be about to, or something like that, where the change truly is, you're about to become a little egg hatchling again and start the entire cycle over, maybe somewhere completely new. But maybe what's even more potent is the fact that you don't have to leave. Like, it's always within you. All of this is happening like in-house, right? So like, you might be drawn to another place. Things literally might be changing, but it kind of doesn't matter, because you are changing, and that is enough for a new life to be born. Yeah, I love this card. Tea first. But first, it's still summer. It's still the end of summer. It's like, let's hang out. let's go to the beach one more time. Let's have some tea. Let's look at everything and appreciate it as it is, because it really is so beautiful here. And like, oh my gosh, especially if it's about to change, it's about to be fall. It's about, you know, like, let's just have some tea and just hang out. And there's a flower. The flower is still alive in this cup of tea. You're still who you were. So maybe the phoenix moment hasn't quite happened yet. You haven't burst into flames. Or you have, and you're still a hatchling. You're a little hatchling baby, and you haven't hatched into a new existence. Because there's still time. And if there's anything you want to do, or anything you want to, like, while you still are this person, while you're still here, you have time to do it. And you're not going to miss anything. And it's all unfolding in perfect timing. And whoever it is that you are excited to be here with is still here with you. Ooh, I'm getting like, is still here with you. Like, everything is still happening. And there's even, you know, when Scrooge gets the second chance and he's like, oh, it's Christmas morning. Like, I haven't missed it. You haven't missed anything. You haven't missed anything. So what's our final, do we have any advice? Do we have any, like, kind of overarching thing here? Yeah, passion burns bright. I wondered if this card was going to come out because we had the kind of the crisp husk here. Like, let yourself just burn with love and passion, and actually, so your love for this moment, for this summer, for who you are now, is what is going to complete the cycle and allow you to begin again. And something that I think either a mentor told me, where did I get this from in my head? But it was basically that the end of something is a party. Like, at the end of something, you have a party. The end is joyous. And if you're not happy and satisfied, and if you don't feel like that, like, G note at the end, like, it's not the end. So allow the ending to be a great one, like an end of the summer party, just like one last hurrah, and burn that passion as brightly as you can, because that is the transfiguration and the transmogration, just like whatever it is, that is going to end this chapter on a high note, and then allow you to begin again as something new, as a fresh little baby phoenix, either in the same pile of ash, in the same life, in the same place, or perhaps you are going to be going somewhere completely new, or, you know, like, whatever it is, that is another time. Like, you're not even there yet. Like, don't even worry about that. Just love very deeply who you are now, who you are with, and where you are. Have some tea first. There is plenty of time, and it's a good life, and it's a good summer. So, yeah. That was fun. I just wanted to do a little check-in. And yeah, if you want a reading, that information will be below. Bye.